Maybe she got some friends. What's her name? What's her name? I don't know her name.
Here, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm diving into my year-and-a-half experience with the iPhone 14 Pro Max in the best color, space black. Let's be real, other colors just don't hit the same. Yes, I mean you, Desert Titanium. This was and still is my first iPhone ever, and I made the switch in mid 2023 from the trusty but now outdated Samsung Galaxy Note 10. Was it worth it? Should you still get it in 2024? Well, stick around. Let's break it all down. At first glance, this phone is a beauty. The space black finish is sleek, elegant, and just screams premium. But here's the thing, after a year and a half, the honeymoon phase is over. My screen protector is scratched, my case has seen bad days, and even the phone's edges have a couple of nicks. Still, the 6.7-inch Super Retina XDR display is an absolute masterpiece. Watching YouTube, Netflix, or scrolling Instagram feels like an art gallery in your hand. And that 120-inch ProMotion? Smooth as butter. But here's a pro tip, turn off the always on display. It's a cool feature, but your battery will thank you later. Trust me. When Apple unveiled the dynamic island, my first thought was, wow, that's quirky. But here's the thing, it grows on you and is easy to ignore sometimes. Live activities, music playback, notifications, it's actually pretty useful. I wouldn't say it's life changing, but it's one of those features you didn't know you needed until it's gone. The cameras, the star of the show, the 48 megapixel main sensor is no joke. Shooting in ProRAW and editing in Lightroom has been a game changer for me. The level of detail, the colors, and the dynamic range are just insane. I've taken over 1,000 pictures and they still blow me away. It's not just a camera, it's a creativity machine. But it's not all perfect. The 3x telephoto lens, meh, it's okay, but it doesn't hold a candle to what Samsung's been doing with their crazy zoom capabilities. Still, for everyday photos, the consistency of Apple's image processing makes up for it. It's the camera you can trust to get the shot without fiddling too much. When it comes to video, though, this phone shines. It supports recording in up to 4K at 60 FPS, which is fantastic for content creation. The stabilization is rock solid, and cinematic mode still feels like magic. Sure, the 15 and 16 Pro series get ProRes lock encoding for more flexibility in post, but honestly, unless you're a hardcore filmmaker, it's not something you'll miss. The 14 Pro Max delivers incredible quality that's more than enough for most people. For me, I sometimes shoot in 4K, especially for longer YouTube content, but for TikTok or Instagram Reels, I often drop it down to 1080p at 30 AF. It's lighter on storage and still looks great on those platforms. Battery life. When Apple announced the always on display, I thought, wow, fancy. But after using it for a while, I was like, my battery's gone. I turned it off and things improved. Now, on good days, I can stretch it to 2 days, especially if I'm not glued to TikTok. On busy days, it's okay, but nothing revolutionary. Sometimes, after fully charging it, I'll just put on the low power mode. Overall, it's solid but not groundbreaking, and if you've ever used this phone in bright sunlight, you know what I mean. It gets warm, like uncomfortably warm, even when it faces the sun. But hey, maybe that's Apple's way of saying take a break, go inside, hydrate. Thanks for the health tips, Apple. Software? The iPhone 14 Pro Max is currently rocking iOS 18, or in my case, the beta. Performance is still buttery smooth thanks to the A16 Bionic chip. It handles gaming, photo editing, and multitasking without breaking a sweat. But here's where Apple gets stingy. The fancy AI features, those are locked to the 15 and 16 Pro series. Come on, Tim Cook, throw us a bone. That said, I'm not too bothered. The phone does everything. But Apple, if the 17 Pro series doesn't blow my mind, I might have to start writing strongly worded tweets. So, how does the 14 Pro Max stack up against the newer models? The 15 Pro Max is lighter thanks to titanium, and the 16 Pro Max packs even more power. But here's the thing, they're incremental upgrades. Unless you absolutely need the latest features, the 14 Pro Max still holds its own. And in 2024, especially buying a pre owned one, it's a great value if you're not ready to splurge on the newest shiny toy. So, after 18 months, am I happy with my iPhone 14 Pro Max? Absolutely. It's not perfect. No phone is, but it's reliable, powerful, and still one of the best phones you can buy in 2024. Sure, I've been tempted to upgrade to the 15 or 16 Pro Max, but I'm holding out for the 17 Pro or even 18 Pro, mind you. Apple, if you're listening, make it a game changer. In the end, I still recommend the 14 Pro Max. It's a fantastic all rounder, especially if you're making the leap from Android like I did. So, what do you think? Are you sticking with your current phone or eyeing an upgrade? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tech related like content. Until next time.